To take us up to the lunch break, our last topic on the morning show is about chutney. Now, who can resist a good chutney on sandwiches? And the recipe we're going to be choosing for you today is a green tomato chutney. So what is a chutney, I hear you viewers ask? Well, a chutney is like marinated fruits and vegetables, okay, and selected ingredients are used, such as tomatoes, onions, apples, sultanas, white vinegar and sugar, and salt and some apricots. And the chutney we're going to be telling you about today is a green tomato chutney. So, chutney is used in curries and on sandwiches. So, chutney can be used for sandwiches. So here's my option to select the recipe of the day, and that is green tomato chutney. And here it is on your screen there. So we'll just tell you what the ingredients are. And the first one is you need a couple of pounds of green tomatoes, 500 grams of onions, some salt, some raisins, 1.5 cups of sultanas, ground peppercorns. You need some pepper. Okay, you need some coriander seeds, 12 cloves, some chili, 3 cups of brown sugar, and some vinegar. And now here's my outsider to read the ingredients and the instructions.
So,
once more.
To make this green tomato chutney, cut up or slice tomatoes and onions, place in a bowl, sprinkle with salt and leave overnight and drain. Place in a pan with the raisins and sultanas. Place the spices and chilies on a square of muslin and tie firmly. Add to the pan with the sugar and vinegar. Simmer until thickened, stirring frequently. Remove the muslin bag, pour into hot sterilized jars and seal. And it makes about 2.25 kilograms.
Okay, so a chutney, as we've just said, is like a spread used on sandwiches and is marinated fruits and vegetables. Okay, and it's good for serving with curries and with cheese and meats. And I don't eat chutney myself, but we've never spoken about chutney before on the show. And the rule about making chutneys and jams and marmalades is you've got to have good equipment for making these things and making sure that your jars are clean and sterilized before you put the contents in. And to sterilize a jar, you can either use a bowl of hot water, okay, with some soap, and you can sterilize the jar that way, or put it in the oven, but make sure that the oven is not too hot before you sterilize the jar. Here's my oxider.
Yeah, you don't want it to be too hot, otherwise you'll have some accident. It'll melt or it'll go in flames, so please don't do that. You want to keep your house safe, no fires.
So you need to have good quality ingredients as well. So please check your ingredients, whether they are in date or not, because if the ingredients are out of date, no, don't use it. Bin them. Get a fresh batch of ingredients, guys, and here's my oxide.
Yeah, always check for use by date because you don't want food poisoning. And you also just check if your veggies are also fresh and stuff, because you not only will you get food poisoning, but it'll also won't taste nice and it'll be a waste of ingredients.
So, and there is a jam recipe too, which we'll talk about right now as well, and we'll tell you a jam recipe. So the jam we are going to be telling you about now is uncooked raspberry jam, and the ingredients are on your screen there. So there they are, uncooked plum jam. And here's my oxider to tell you the ingredients and the instructions.
So for this you will need 1 kilogram of ripe raspberries, 4 cups of sugar, and a little bit of brandy. Ooh.
Okay, so correction there, it's actually raspberry jam, not plum jam. So jam is good on toast and on scones and beautiful. Would you like some jam on a hot buttered toast for breakfast?
Yes, please.
Homemade jam.
Yeah.
You cannot go wrong with that.
No, you can't.
And we've come to the end of this morning's show. But this afternoon, buckle up because we're going to be telling you about four-wheel driving and camping ideas for that all-important weekend away. I'm Barry here. So enjoy your lunch break, everybody, and we'll be back at 1 o'clock to give you get you safe on the road. And here's my offsider for her closing message on this morning's show.
Yeah, guys, enjoy your lunch. Make sure it's still, it's not off the use by date. And we'll be back very soon with a lot more fun by Barry Fia.
And make sure that you stay safe on those roads, everybody, today.
Yeah.
So don't you touch that dial. We'll be back with you at 1 o'clock.